Hello, my name is Richity. Welcome back to episode 12 of the Create Academy server. I think this episode is going to be kind of more about building and more infrastructure stuff, because I've been doing so much with farms and the like for like every episode. I think I've got to address this. As I said in the beginning, I wanted to have this big chasm in the center of the base. And I was thinking once I had that complete is when I would actually make the path that goes around here like I have on the upper layer. And I don't think it should be too hard to make this hole either. But I'm going to need a rope pulley and a ton of drills. But that's pretty much it. It shouldn't be too hard to make. But the main reason I want to do this is because I do have diamond tools, but I don't have any diamond armor. And it'll also be nice for getting like redstone and lapis and whatever else I might need. And also if I want to upgrade my stuff to netherite, I can't quite remember if I need the template in this version of Minecraft. Yeah, so I need the smithing template for it, and these can only be duplicated with diamonds. But anyway, I guess it's time to get started on this. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult at all. Let's just see exactly how many. I think I'm gonna split it into 4 chunks. So I'll see how big this is. So it's an 8x8, if I wanted to split it into a chunk, but I think the max you're allowed to have on the server is 7x7. So this hole is just barely too big to cut out easily. So I need to think about how I'm doing this. I think it's probably just gonna go all the way down to bedrock, and then I might, as I had in that drawing from the first episode, I'm going to have like a elevator that'll go down to like whatever layers are best for mining certain materials. But I think I have an idea. I think if I get a rope pulley and a mechanical piston, then I can easily move everything all at once. Alright, so I'll just set this up like I would with anything else. And now, in order to get it running, I guess I never showed how the rope pulleys work, but they're pretty simple. Basically, you just supply them with rotational power, and depending on the direction, it'll go either up or down. And when you send it down, it'll connect to the first thing it touches. And if that's like super glued to anything, then when you activate the crank, it all starts going down. This may take a while to get to bedrock, though. I probably want to automate this. I'm also going to attach a gear shift to this. And what a gear shift does is it allows a way to easily swap rotational direction. So if I power it, it'll come right back up. Another thing that this chasm will allow me to do is add a bit more verticality to my base. Because I'm probably going to need to build a lot more farms, and I'm going to run out of space on the surface here, so eventually I'm going to start building them down here. And then I'll use the whatever elevator I put here to easily get to those farms. It looks like it's reached bedrock, so now I'm going to lift it all the way back up. And this is going to take a few go-arounds, as once I go to this corner, to that corner, and that corner, there's going to be like a plus shape in the middle. So I'm going to need to get all those as well. But yeah, I think hopefully it won't be too bad. And since I have it like automated like this, I can just like do other stuff while I'm waiting for this to dig it all out. Alright, but now I'm gonna disconnect it from power. I'm gonna place this mechanical piston right there with a hand crank on the side. Then I'll glue this. I cannot glue that. Oh, I guess it's because it's connected to the, well, I guess here's something I can do. I can just do that. And then if I do that, and I'll probably just put it like in the middle of these two for the time being. Alright, and then I can just put back in the rope pulley, just like that, with gear shift and the shafts. I guess I didn't think that this is going to give me a good amount of resources just by it going down. So I've kind of been thinking a little bit. Well, I've been waiting for that. And I feel like it would be cool to make like a huge drill looming over this chasm. Kind of like, I guess it would be connected with like supports to these 4, like the 4, what are they called? Like the 4 extremes of the circle. I guess everywhere in a circle is an extreme, but I think you know what I mean. And then it would hold up the drill in the center, and it would just be hanging over the huge hole here. I think it could look pretty cool and be a nice centerpiece to the base. But I've never like actually built a drill like that before, so don't know how well I'd be able to do with it. I think it'd be fun to try though. But yeah, I think I'll just get this hole dug out, and I'll get back to you guys later when it's finished, I guess. Alright, so I finished most of the hole here, but then I had this one little column left, and I thought it wouldn't really be worth it to just go get that with the machine, so I took it all down, and I'm gonna man this part manually to fully finish this hole. And while he's doing that, I kind of wanted to comment quickly on the snapshot that just came out on the 8th, because I don't know, I think that I kind of like what Mojang is like doing with the variants of mobs, and that, like how it's different biomes rather than just they have a chance of spawning that way, because it kind of creates more consistency. And if I had to guess, they'll do it with the other passive mobs too, like the sheep and the cows and such. And then I really like the flowers and the leaf litter, although I do feel like the leaf litter was a little bit overtuned in the forest biomes that it spawned in. Something interesting I noticed just now after finishing this is that it seems like one of these 4 chunks is a slime chunk, which means slimes can spawn there. Which means in the future I have a way I can make a slime farm easier. But anyway, I got a lot of materials from that from this big hole. Like pretty much all these chests are filled with stone. And then I got some other materials here, like a good amount of diamonds, copper, and all that. But anyway, I had realized I forgot something. Well, first of all, I actually have a lot of quests that I haven't actually completed, so I'll just collect all these and open the cog boxes. So something I also forgot to do was that all 3 of the winners from that present event during Christmas, which I never actually got around to, I did mention it briefly, but the 3 winners were given to all of the players in the server. So I just collected them, and I'll see what's in each of them. So, in this one, there are 2 books. I'll read these first, I guess. Well, whoever this is seems to have a bit of an ego on them. Oh, and they just, I guess, copied the whole first part of the Bible in here. Anyway, there's a nice gingerbread man in here. A netherite ingot, that's pretty nice. A nice piece of coal. A Christmas album. I guess, wait, can I put this in a jukebox? Oh, the jukebox looks different. I'll just put it right here for now. So let's see. I can. Okay, let's turn that up really quick. Oh, I remember this song from the days of playing in the Minecraft Christmas mashup pack world. I don't know, like, I think this song was in probably other parts of the game, but for some reason I always remembered it from that Christmas world. Like, I remember just listening to the song on Spotify a while ago, and just made me think of, you know, the Christmas world. I'll let that keep playing while I go look over the other things, but I'll turn it down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna hope that's not too loud. But anyways, so there is a bomb and some drugs, of course. Yeah, probably won't be using anything else. Anyway, next is this one from Foxmaster. This one was from Genos303. There is a bell, the Ooh Bell, a full ruby chocolate bar with mending. Now, you see, the interesting thing about this is that you can eat it just like any other, like, food item, but it actually uses durability. So, like, if I get hungry really quick, never mind, I don't feel like getting hungry. That might take a bit. But this will, I can, like, use experience to, like, just bring it back up to full, the full durability. And I can even put unbreaking on it. So this, I might even just use this as my main food source now. But maybe not. I might try and make some myself. It's pretty cool, though. If you have trouble, like, getting food, is a very nice food source, especially since it gives saturation. 64 precision mechanisms. Now, I really like this because precision mechanisms I find really annoying to craft. They wouldn't be so bad if I had just, like, made a actual, like, machine for it, but I haven't gotten around to that yet, so it's really nice to have. And the 8 train casings is pretty good too. There's of course a blackbird with the dodo on it. The dodo, if you don't know, is the avatar that the server creator has. Nerville. I've got one of these guys in my chest up there. I'll give Nerville a friend eventually. I can give them a little place to hang out. And there's also this Echo Sword, which I'm not sure exactly what this does, but seems cool. And a Warden Head. Thank you to both Genos, Foxmaster, and Super Marshadow. 32 prisms, which I could actually just put into the season thing. There is a piece of coal for everyone that's naughty. Plenty of sugar. Yep, just a block of compressed sugar. Nice, I think this is just hot chocolate. A map. Interesting, I'll have to check that out. A Christmas tree, and a clock, and this banner. Pretty nice. I don't know where I'll put it, though. I'll have to find a place to put all this stuff. But what is this map? I see. Anyway, I'll put these all somewhere safe for now. And realistically, these are probably going to be forgotten, but I'll leave them in here anyway. You'll have to remind me to look at them again if I find something that I can use them for. Anyway, now that little sidetrack is out of the way, you might be wondering, I don't know if I explained it at all, but if I didn't, you might be wondering, what is, the plan for this giant hole? No way, I definitely mentioned that before. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to do with it is actually decorate it a little bit. So I'm going to make it circular like the other parts of this. I've just realized that this music is going to cut around with how this video works, so I'm gonna have to turn it off. This is the reprised version of Fallen Town. It's actually a pretty nice album. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it's just gonna be like some sort of weird circle like I have for the other parts of the base. And then underneath, I'm going to, first of all, I'm just going to build some scaffolding to make it a little bit easier, since if I don't have scaffolding of some sort, I'm just going to fall. But I'm just going to kind of build this up to be to kind of mesh into the side of the whole, hole. Yeah, I don't know, I'm going to need to maybe make this a bit nicer later. This is just the drafting stage, I suppose. I'll figure something out by the time I'm making it look nice. Oh, and now that I have some hunger, oh yeah, so you just eat it and it gives you full saturation and has 16 durability, so you can eat it 16 times before needing to refill it. And if you just keep bottles of experience or nuggets of experience on you, then that should not be difficult at all. So looking at this more, I think I need to have these sides be a little bit less flat. And I think I can afford to lose a little bit of width on the opening of the hole. So I'm just gonna kind of fill them in like that. Actually, I think I'm liking where this is going now. And later on, as I've said, I'll probably replace this cobblestone into probably a mix of andesite, gravel, and smooth stone. Or maybe not andesite. I guess I thought I put andesite on these, but I guess I didn't. So yeah, that's what that is, and that's what somewhat what it will look like. Now that I have that in, I guess I could start on the path around here. Although I don't think I will do that yet. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go grab all of those prisms that I got from the gift and see if that can get me anywhere on here. Right, so now, yes, that did give me something. I got even, actually, I think up to this level. So, yeah, 400 coins. Next level gives me 20 cogwheels, but gonna be honest, I'm probably not going to reach that. So, I think the first thing I'll need to do for this is to add the elevator that's gonna go all the way down to the bottom, or wherever I want it to go. And at the bottom, I think it might be cool to have a pool of lava for infinite lava down there. So I might try to do that as well. which if you didn't know, all right, yeah, so it says 10,000 blocks, which is as much as I thought it was. So if I go down to the bottom, it needs to be a 25 by 25 by 16 area. But I'm not sure what exactly I want to do. So I'm thinking at the bottom there, I'm going to want it to be, I think I want to have like a layer there at lava level. That way I can have like a mining machine that sits there for mining diamonds, because diamonds are most plentiful at the bottom of the world. But if I mine below lava level, it would be kind of annoying, as I would keep running into lava, and I would need to add a ton of deployers to the mining machine to get rid of that lava. So I can figure that out later. But first of all, let's look at the, well, actually not the elevator. Yeah, there's one more thing I want to look at. Yes, the pattern schematic. So the reason I want this is that I want like a structure. I want the elevator to be attached to an actual structure. But if I need to build a whole structure from here down to bedrock, that would be pretty annoying. So I'm hoping I can build the elevator and then attach this to the elevator to build a pattern of the like structure for it. And it'll probably look something like the stairway right there. In fact, maybe even exactly like it. But I'm going to need to figure it out. So yeah, the only issue I see with this is that you might need a deployer for every block in the pattern, which may not actually be too bad. I guess first things first, I will need to build the elevator. It won't be too big. In fact, I think probably, so if I just look at the center of this, oh wait, this is actually not as big of a hole as I thought it was. All right, so that I think is the center. No, wait, it's this block that's the center. So I think I'm going to, yeah, I want the elevator to be right in the center. I guess I'll just go 3 blocks on either side for it. But I need to figure out what I actually want this thing to look like. So I'm kind of thinking it would look somewhat similar to like an old mineshaft elevator. These aren't a lot of good pictures. But probably I'm going to have like those iron bars in the front. I'm gonna need to find a way to get them to open. Oh wait, actually there's it would probably look nice to have something like that, but I think I'll try and come up with my own design. I don't want to just like take one. I was originally going to do it all out of wood, but maybe I will do it like out of metal, because I mean, it would probably need to be heavy duty because it would need to like carry up like resources and stuff. So let's see how those iron girders are crafted. These metal girder. So it's 3 iron sheets and 3 andesite alloy for 8. I'm gonna craft up a bit of those. I do like these. I think that I would like them for the design of the elevator. So I just need to figure out what the floor of it would look like. I think these might be nice for like the floor of the elevator. I could use flint, actually. I like that. I like that idea. I do need to be careful not to make this thing too big, though. In fact, I think that probably 1 less block for it will do. Actually, yeah, I think I like where this is going. The question that remains for me, though, is what do I do for the entrance? Let's see what I have in terms of door options. Because ideally, I would want some kind of like iron bar door. There is an iron gate. Okay, I'm gonna grab some of those. I can stack them on top of each other. I wonder if that's like too small though. So like if I place them like that, then I can place some of these flint blocks on top, I think. Well, I'm not entirely sure how much it looks like a mine elevator, but I think I can work with that. I don't know. There's just something off about it. I'm not sure quite what it is. I wonder, maybe I would want stairs on top there rather than slabs. I think I do like that a lot better. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that like that for now. When I'm actually building, or when I'm gonna have the pattern schematics to build all the sides here, I'm probably gonna just need to put in some temporary deployers and like item vaults. Alright, so what do I need to craft now? Ooh, actually, I did forget one thing. I need to craft... So, I guess I'll show you guys how the elevator pulley works. That's what I'm going to be using for this thing. So the best way to do it is just look at the ponder like always. And it works really nicely. Like, you need to have, so you have these two redstone links and the contraption controls here. So that once this connects, then you can use these to like make floors, and you can configure them with like the name of the floor, and that'll show up on the contraption controls. So to craft these, they're actually way simpler than I thought they were. Next, I need the redstone contact. Right here even would be the best spot for it. In fact, I might even just put 2 to make it look nice. Alright, so then I'm gonna grab a hand crank just to connect this thing. And then, I mean, pretty simple construction. Oh, right, the contraption controls. Now, if I just power this, it cannot attach to more than 1 redstone contact. So it's not going to be symmetrical, unfortunately. I guess it needs a consistent power source. Not entirely sure why this isn't working. Oh, wait, okay, so this is... I guess this would be considered floor 1, we'll call it. Oh, and something I never mentioned is that when an elevator contact is supplied with redstone power, ideally, the elevator should come down. But it's not, okay. Oh, wait, I think I just remembered. Probably the issue I'm having is that these things need to be right-clicked. Yes, now it should work. So, you can just scroll on the elevator contraption controls and go to whichever floor is selected. This thing is definitely going to need to go faster, though, if I plan to actually use it. Oh, and these iron gates are not glued. Okay, never mind. I need to find a different door. So, anyway, I mean, the elevator is complete now. So I need to figure out what I actually want to do for, like, the supports for it. I'm going to need a lot of girders if I actually want to use those, which I think I do. So, I guess I'm going to build around this first one first. So, it'll probably be some sort of simple design like this. I'm gonna need to flesh it out a little bit more, though. Yeah, I definitely need to find some way to make this look better, but anyway. So I think that probably for the design of it going all the way down to bedrock, it's going to want to be similar. We'll just build it over here. Wait, what is that in the sky? Let's ignore that, I guess. So I kind of turn this into something that actually looks nice. Well, I guess probably the best thing for me to do would just be to look at more inspiration. So, you see, like, a lot of these designs have that X pattern. Like, they have the X shape on the supports, which I would want to do. Ooh, actually, some of them have, like, cages on the side. Let's try that. Doesn't connect with the girders, which could be a problem, but also maybe not, like, it may not be so bad. So I think I'm going to have it kind of alternating these iron bars. So, okay, it'll be alternating between sides and then the front and back. But here's the one problem. This is a lot of iron. Like, I mean, I used a stack on the girders for this part, and then like almost a stack on just the iron bars for this part. Well, I guess probably about half a stack on the iron bars. And I didn't even have enough girders to finish it, but I think I do like this design of it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go craft the rest of the girders I need for this and fill that out, and then I'm gonna put it into a pattern schematic. Oh wait, no, you need a schematic and quill, don't you? All right, so I think what I do is I first save a schematic using this, but I can bring this empty pattern schematic and upload that. So I can like apply this schematic. I hold control, just move it down by click clone. Yeah, so I can just like clone it all the way down to the bottom. And I can kind of see how it would look before I place it, which is very nice. And yeah, I actually think I like that. It probably, I guess I'll send it all the way to the bottom, and then I can kind of edit it as needed. Because I'll probably be placing like a catwalk somewhere down here, above like a pool of lava. I wonder if I could just do it with a schematic cannon. You know, let's craft that and see if I can. If I place this, I guess right here, I should be able to place a schematic in it, and I can also print a checklist using a clipboard. So, if I look in here, you can see I need 900 iron bars and 832 metal girders. Alright, so I would need 10 stacks of iron for it. So I just started processing all of the iron sheets that I'm going to need for the girders, and I already crafted up all of the iron bars that I'm going to need. So now I need to find something to do while waiting for all of that. Well, I guess probably a good place to start would be to set up the bottom of the mine. So the first thing to do would be to figure out where exactly I want to put the elevator contact. Like what exact Y level. I'm thinking I'm just gonna put it exactly at like lava level, and then probably in this I'm gonna build like a catwalk around this, and then fill in the area underneath with lava. But yeah, once I get this thing like actually hooked up, it's gonna need to be sped up a little bit. But I guess I'll start looking for some blocks that I can actually use for the catwalk down there. Oh, although this is actually finished, so I'll do this first. I guess I actually went a little bit overboard on the iron sheets, but at least I won't need to craft any for a while. But anyway, now that I have all the materials in here, I should in theory be able to place everything. Yes, it's starting all the way down there. In fact, I'm gonna go down there and look at it. So yes, at the bottom here you can see the schematic hand is placing all of the blocks that are required. And it's actually, I guess it replaces blocks if the space is already taken. Although obviously it doesn't break bedrock. But yeah, it'll take a while since it's such a big area, but over time it'll just be trying to fill everything in. Anyway, now it's time to check what I need for a catwalk. So I guess Create Deco adds quite a few different types, and I'll probably just use the andesite one, as it's pretty easy to make, and actually, I might do the copper one. It'll probably look nice with the lava down there. I could also do brass. I'll have to test out a few different things. Maybe I should actually get the lava down there first. Okay, so I am running into a slight issue that I don't have a whole lot of vertical space for this for the lava here. I'm thinking this cobblestone block is where the top of the lava will be, and I want it at least one block below the catwalk. So I need to like work around that, because with less vertical height, I need to make up for it with a lot of horizontal height. As it stands, this I believe is 15 by 15, and I would need to expand it to 50 by 50 in order to make it big enough to hold 10,000 blocks of lava. I guess I'll just get started and see how long it would take. So it didn't take quite as long to dig out as I thought it would, and I even increased the size by like 12 blocks on, well, 6 blocks on both sides, so like 12 blocks total. And yeah, I think I'm ready to start actually inputting the lava in here. Actually, I should probably get the catwalk in place first, so I'll do that. I think I like how the andesite catwalks look for now. I might still change it up later, but now that I have them in, I think now I'm ready to start putting in the lava. So I think I mentioned it earlier, but what I'll need for it is this hose pulley, which is actually a pretty easy craft. Oh, and I already have one. So what I'm going to want to do with this is I'm going to want to just place it somewhere. Honestly, I think I want to place it like right in the center of this. And then what I'm going to want to do with that is I'm going to want to grab a hand crank and go like all the way to the bottom with it, which might actually take a while. Right now, it should be all the way at the bottom. Yep, so this should be exactly where I want it, so it'll fill up the lava right up to this point. But before I actually start with the lava, one last thing I need to do. I could probably do the decoration down there after the lava's placed down, but it might be a bit difficult, so I'm just going to do it now. And I'm thinking that these girders, once the lava is in, they'll probably make it not look great, so I'm going to replace them with these flint pillars. And as usual, I'm just going to set up a simple lava farm using cauldrons like I've been doing, but this should be the last time I need to ever do this, since the lava down there will be infinite. Alright, so now the simple lava farm is set up in order to set up the larger lava farm. It just creates the lava in the cauldrons, goes into the hose pulley, and then all the way down to bedrock. And once it has some lava, be pumped right here, eventually filling up this whole area, but it's probably going to take a bit. Alright, so I actually expanded the farm a little bit, and this is going to take quite a long time to fill, so I'm probably just going to leave it running in the background throughout all my videos, and honestly, it'll probably take a few for it to actually finish, since I don't spend that much time on the server outside of recording. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm hoping next episode will probably be more infrastructure. Like, I'll probably start working on the, this farm over here. That'll make all of the items related to anti-alloy. And I probably also need to figure out a way to stop these from overflowing, because I have way more logs than I know what to do with. So yeah, that's the plan for next episode. I hope you enjoyed watching this one, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!